Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Oblivion Quest Mods Part 12. Well, let's get this romance on the road. What? Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Oblivion Quest Mods Part 12. Well, let's get this romance going, shall we? With Kenderal.
What's this about?
Feels good to be out of prison. After all these years of locking people up, now I understand how I made them feel. Jillian's letter. The daughter of Anno Vondo said she's waiting for you at the Tiber Septim Hotel. Order of the Virtuous Blood. What would you think of training more vampire hunters? Vampires. I used to chase down criminals, now I chase down dead ones. Vampires to slay. I am used to being a law officer, not an outlaw. It really cramps my style. It is hard to track down the wrongdoers when I have to hide from the guards. But yesterday I went on a mission. I snuck down in the sewers. Once there I could move freely with no fear of arrest. Searched the sewers for vampires but did not find any nor any evidence of it. As you know, there have been vampire sightings in the streets at night and attacks in people's homes. But where can all the vampires hide save from the sun during the day? They are not in sewers, and I really doubt they are hiding in cellars. A cellar is never large enough to store all their junk. If there was a vampire in their cellars, you would find out and call the guards. They must be living in caves close to the city. I think you should go search the nearby caves. I would go with you, but I'm afraid the guards would catch me. Close to home. Order of the Virtuous Blood. Information and money would pay you, but we are all feared by. There are rumors about our deeds among the town folks, and the Imperial Legion praises us secretly whenever they can. Anno Vondo. He's a legendary vampire hunter from Morrowind. He has slain almost 100 vampires with his enchanted mace. Never heard he had a daughter, though.
Brother.
Expanding. I am at a loss for words, astounding at what you have accomplished. The Order is stronger in the city than it has ever been. Ralphina would be proud. But enough of that. I am hereby promoting you to the rank of Hunter, the first ever to hold that title. Is that all? Well, to be honest, I have been thinking again lately. The Order is in a position to do great things here in the city, yet the rest of Cyrodiil lies exposed and vulnerable. What do you have in mind? Well, I think you have proven that people are willing to support our cause here, and I see no reason why we could not do the same elsewhere. Can you imagine if Order chapters in other major cities across Cyrodiil? Let me guess how. My friend, it may seem impossible now, but who could have anticipated the turn of events that have led us this far? If we break it down to manageable tasks and take things step by step, I believe that we can achieve this vision. What then is the first step? Firstly, we need places to meet, discreet places, like our headquarters here. If you can arrange a house in a city, then we ought to be able to add a place to meet secretly, like a basement. A basement? Well, why not? It's worked so far, hasn't it? From there, it is a simple matter of finding recruits and someone to train them. Speaking of which, Jillian and Greythroat have been coming up with a list of skills a vampire hunter ought to have. You should check with them before looking for a trainer. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Forgot what? Right, here it is. We found this among Cyrodiil's things the other day. Neither Jillian nor Greythroat knew anything about them. Seems that Cyrodiil never used it himself. I suspect that it is anathema to his ilk. Still, one wonders why he had it hidden away in the first place. Ah. Sun Drinker. Oh yeah, it's a fire sword. Pretty powerful.
Yes, brother.
About the hunt. Fallen Crusader, you said. Interesting. I'm sure I have read somewhere about certain Sir Maralot. Oh, I see. Sir Maralot was famous for his fight against the evil creatures at Black March, but he was also infamous for his cruelty and sadism. Perhaps Greythroat knows more about him, since his family is from Black Marsh. What I find amusing is in this case, is that he was a relatively young vampire to be ruling a whole lair of vampires. No one at Hackdirt would talk to us, really. So, I knew that Fort Karmala from past experiences has a bunch of vampires in him, so I'm guessing whoever's bothering Hackdirt has to be in here. Here they all come. All their wolves. And the wolves always knock me over. Back off. Here's the one we need. Oh no. Oh, that worked out. Hit him again. Here we go. Oh, now it doesn't want to turn on. I have slain a vampire ancient in Fort Karmala. Hopefully my efforts will allow the people in Hackdirt to live safe and happy lives. No. Go away. So yeah, for the unfortunate people of Hackdirt quest, you just have to go to Fort Kamala and kill these guys. I tried talking to, or just that one guy, tried talking to Hackdirt, but none of them would say anything. I couldn't ask them anything, and one of them kept fleeing from me, so maybe I could have asked her. But yeah, pretty simple. Just, there's a lot of vampires, so maybe try and lure him away or sneak kill him, but it seemed kind of hard. Could just use the trap like I did. Oh, on to the next one. Expanding. Greythroat and I have been working on this for a while. We figured we need to establish chapters in order to cover the greatest area possible. We're looking to establish ourselves in at least 2 more big cities like Cheydinhal and Leeuwen. How do I establish a chapter? Once you have secured a house in the right city, speak with the donors to get a chapter house built. And I get to pay for it? Of course not. Why do you think we went and got all these donors? When you're ready to build the chapter house, just speak with the donors and get them to build it. Recruiting for the order. Marilau is an honorable woman. She embodies all that is great about House Redoran. Recruiting for the order. I'm talking to Virtuous earlier. What is the deal with this Woodhearth place? It sounds like there is a lot of vampires there. We might need to send you to that area. Order of the Virtuous bookworms since I was young. After you dealt with Cerados, she began interested. What was Roland saying about skills? Ah, yes. You see, we know so little about vampire hunting, but only because our foe is mysterious and elusive, of course. So we have been trying to come up with a proper training program for our recruits. I see. What have you come up with? Well, firstly, the vampire hunter must be an expert at both melee combat and ranged combat. You should also be a master of spells that destroy, heal, and protect. But he must also be stealthy and cunning, with a quick tongue and a sharp mind. That's pretty broad. Well, that's the problem. We're up against an unknown unknowns. We have to be ready for anything. We know that vampires are vulnerable to fire and sunlight, but garlic? Can they cross moving water? Do they cast reflections? Can they read minds? Whatever, that's it. That's right. Here's my copy. You may find it useful. They're writing a book. Rumors. That's Tales of Cyrodiil, I think. How am I supposed to train recruits? Well, strictly speaking, you won't. You will have to find someone in that particular city to train the recruits there. Who you choose is up to you, but you should know that it will have a dramatic impact on what kind of hunters are trained in that city. Information on vampires. Can reflect damage, reflect magic. If you hurt them, it hurts you too. Jillian's letter. The daughter of Annovando said she's waiting for you at Tiber Septum Hotel. I think you shouldn't make her wait for too long. Learned a lot. Thanks for your information during your adventures. Now we know more about vampires. Most specialists. Yeah, just random stuff. I guess it's too early and most of these people aren't here. Garlic, sunlight, wolves, clouds of mist. Recruiting for the order. Adriana acts strangely. Vampires are sort of silent prey. Authorities. Some vampires that even a few short years ago. Information. Normal weapon won't harm a vampire. Only a silver weapon or an enchanted one. Vampires to slay. Hackdirt sounds like a strange and troubled place. You did a great job with the vampires. The order would not be complete without you. Order of the Virtuous Blood. Before I began hunting vampires, I was an informant for the Imperial Legion. I made a lot of friends. I have lots of agents around Cyrodiil gathering information on vampires. Vampires to slay. Really don't understand it. It is like there is a sudden horrible plague of vampirism in Cyrodiil. My informants are flooding me with information on the vampires of Skingrad. The people of Skingrad live in constant fear. There are not enough vampire hunters. I really don't think it works very well. I know a healer who says that she has to keep curing the same people over and over again. I really don't know why the Count of Skingrad won't do anything about vampires. So what can we do about Skingrad? Vampires are often seen to the east of Skingrad. One of my sources says she's talked with a vampire one night who was boasting about his clan. The poor woman was absolutely terrified. The vampire seemed to be lonely. He seemed to be enjoying her beauty and her company, and he resisted the urge to hurt her. He spoke of how there are so many vampires in the clan that they have 3 hideouts, a cave, an alien ruin, and a fort. Living spaces for the tastes of all vampires. They call themselves the Skingrad clan, and the 3 lairs are ruled by 3 ancient vampires. As something, all would know that the clan has been thoroughly routed. Be very careful though. Never forget how dangerous our work is. One slip and you will be gone forever, else living forever until one of my vampire hunters catches up with you. Be slow and cautious. I wish I had an army to send with you. I wish I could go myself, but I am no warrior. I am more of an agent. I can find the vampires, but have not the skills to slay them. Each person must play his part with the gifts he is given. Let me at least provide what other assistance I can. Assistance. Here are some potions and scrolls to aid you. Be sure to go to town if you need to rest, recover, and resupply. May the 9 guide and protect you. Dun dun dun! Epic music. I guess this is so many vampires at Skingrad. I'm guessing that's like the end quest for the, vampires to hunt. Oh no, leave me alone. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the end quest for the vampires to slay quest line. Because we did a cave, we did a fort, and now we're doing a cave, a fort, and a alien ruin all at once. Is that now? look at me. Okay, so there's Kenderal, there's Biffa. Why am I carrying this so heavy? Kenderal.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, you're waiting for me. Ennnjoooooy. Who's Ennnjoooooy? Every vampire hunter knows about him. Father's like a living legend. He even handled an Undead clan matriarch with a single wooden stake. What do you want? So you're the best vampire slayer of the order. I expected you to be, well, it doesn't really matter. I hope you can help me. I'm Kenderal. I'm the daughter of Ennnjoooooy. I think you've heard of him. He's the best vampire hunter in all of Tamriel. No offense. I'm his armorer and his squire, and I came along with him from Morrowind, following the trail of this weird bunch of vampires, weirder than average. These vampires are not like the others. They aren't all about blood and feeding. They want to change the way the world is, and not in a good way. So my father demanded that I stay here until he finished this, because he thinks they are too much of a threat to risk taking me along. And I know that if I went looking for him by myself, he would be mad at me, and there's nothing I fear but my father's anger. So I hoped you could help him out. If they are so dangerous, maybe my father couldn't handle them either. He isn't getting any younger, you know. Would you help me? I'll help you. Not much of a talky person, are you? Well, I'm glad you will help me. I'm more concerned than I've ever been. Even Father never looks so worried. Father told me to stay put and lay low until he gets back, but he's been gone for too long. He told me he would write as soon as he got to Skingrad, but that should have been quite a while ago. He told me that if something happened to him, I could contact your order and get in touch with you. He's not dealing with run-of-the-mill vampires, and he doesn't know the land very well, nor I do. He'll be at my family's manor. Although I went there only twice, I remember it well. I was very scared of it when I was a child. I'll write down directions for you, and perhaps you could find him there. When you do, please write to him as soon as you can. Have him write to me as soon as you can. Now go, please, before I talk your ears off. Wooden stakes. Didn't you know that wooden stakes can easily kill vampires? Well, they can, but they must be made of very rare wood, which is only found in the deepest forests of Valenwood. Father gave me these. They are very special to me. Could you give me a wooden stake? No, sorry. I know you could make good use of them, but I can't. They were given to me as a gift. Well, I think you deserve it. After all, you are helping me, aren't you? To kill a vampire, even with them, you must be very skilled. Hitting their hearts is not easy at all. Here, take it. Use it well and wisely. It's very special. Rare wooden stake. Vampires. Blood vampires are powerful undead creatures that feed on humanoid blood. The vampire curse is contracted from disease-contaminated blood. Victims often attack themselves. Okay, no known cure.
Go ahead, please.
Oh, would you like to join the Stranded Light? I'm not here to indulge in activities except observing and settling past straight. Joining guilds, especially one such as the Stranded Light, is not on my agenda.
Good day.
Okay, so I guess I'm not romancing her. Thought you were supposed to be a companion, and you know what happens then.
Hi.
Well, I did hear about someone else, though.
Hello there.
Dun dun dun.
Hello there. I'm Vilja. Are you by any chance the person Melinda told me about?
No, I'm not the person Melinda told you about.
Yes, my sister Melinda, owner of Melinda's beauty shop in Friday. You are from Morrowind, aren't you?
Well, I have been there like a couple episodes ago.
So you're not the one then? Oh dear. I'm starting to get really concerned over this.
Can I help you in any way?
No. Or maybe you could. You seem to be more of an adventurer and fighter than I am. And I really do have a problem. Or my sister has a problem.
So tell me then.
It's a long story, I'm afraid. You see, my sister has an alchemist store in the Vidic city of Morrowind. She has specialized in making creams for skin and make women look pretty and beautiful, dearly needed by the dark miraculous. The business has been quite a success, but then my sister couldn't resist buying cheap ingredients from a shady kind of formula. This was a disaster. You see, those who had used the cream have now developed a fairy face with whiskers.
Oh dear.
My sister has been thrown in prison on bread and water, and the mob wants her head on a plate. She has written to me in desperation. You see, there is a cure for this horrible symptom, but to make that cure, she needs ingredients that can only be found here in Cyrodiil. She has asked me to garden the ingredients, but I'm not skilled enough to fight to survive in the dangerous places on my own. She promised that a friend of hers would come and help me, but I've waited here for weeks now, and no one has showed up.
You can come with me if you'd like.
I can. You will protect me. That will be ever so kind of you. I don't know where to find what I'm looking for, so the best thing is that you just let me come along and I search for the ingredients while we travel. It's really very kind of you. I'm so grateful.
Let me check your gear.
Sure.
Gonna give you all the items that are heavy. I like that shield, you can have it. Yeah, sure. Don't hit that. If hurt is hit. Wonder how it detects that. Probably random.
Yes?
Traveling
Yes?
together. Let's go equip your armor.
Yes?
Ah,
I
What
just don't
makes
think
you look beautiful.
the Elder Council will take it.
So yes.
I guess that being a bandit is supposed to be some kind of honor.
It is. Ah. So the infamous Vilja. Alright then, so we got Vilja
I find the Imperial City
to keep us entertained.
I'm
You're
not sure
noisy.
I would like to live here for a longer time.
And we have a letter from Kenderal. This parchment is written in the worst handwriting you've ever seen. When you read it, you can almost feel her talking, almost without pausing inside your mind. Father said that this manor was his grandfather's and that it was mother 50 years ago. Went over there. 'Cause when I was a child, I never liked it very much, especially because after my birth, Father made it a hideout. He uses it only when he thinks he needs time for careful and silent planning, as he says. So during the few times we came to Cyrodiil, he always made me wait for him all alone at Skingrad Inn, with a name I forget now. At least now I'm at a very nice hotel with a very soft bed and very nice folks. Well, don't tell my father I said that. I'm even talking with other people now, and a Cyrodiil boy invited me to a party, and we are going, of course, but it's very nice of him, but then Nah, way shrine. So the house is very close to Skingrad, to a way shrine of a strange Cyrodiilic god. Father used to tell me that one of the vampires he hunted in Cyrodiil was a priest, and it has the wickedest view of the river right at the front of it. I used to fear falling from there when I came in the manor. When you finish reading the letter, you find it was made you feel somewhat tired. She gave me vampirism. No. Had to check. So Skingrad, River, God, Way Shrine. Something. I was gonna talk to Vilja like she was gonna help. Doubtful. What's that about the river? It has wickedest view.
I think you should change your outfit. It isn't becoming at all.
Okay, so there's a way shrine, and I mean this is a river, so maybe somewhere around here. While we're here, let's go kill some vampires. There we go. Vilja, please. No.
It's my pleasure.
You still want to be my friend.
You too.
Alright then. You're not gonna help.
Watch out. Watch out.
No!
Well met.
Something's up here.
Bye.
Skingrad clan signet ring. So that should be one down. Alright, now let's get out of here before Vilja gets herself killed. Wait, did I? I'm not entirely sure.
I would hate if you became a vampire. But I would
Become
support
a
you.
vampire.
Even if it meant having to wear night dresses and looking languid all day.
Oh, if I became a vampire. If you became... Okay. Okay, I guess... that's... grammatically correct.
Come to me, sweet flesh.
You hate my twinkle, but I'm fine. Or am I?
Well
Yeah, I'm
met.
fine. Weird ass vampires.
Be seeing you.
Alright, so that's one down. And two to go.
This is actually quite fun.
Here we go. Yep. This looks like it.
So many ingredients to collect.
Arcade. Yeah, I guess arcade's a good shrine to build a Vando Manor. Because, well, besides her lack of knowledge about the land, poor handwriting, and even worse sense of direction, Kenderal's note was really helpful, and I actually found the house she told me about. Looking at it from the outside, I think it's quite comfortable for a hideout. Well, to think more deeply about it, she was staying at the Tiber Septim Hotel, so Vandos are awkwardly rich for Anno's profession. I should look inside to see if I can find Anno. Who's attacking me? Durzog. Greater Durzog. Yeah, the good thing about the twinkle is enemies really seem to hate it. Opened it with the key. Secondly, I thought the mod was broken.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a pet? A cat, maybe. I love cats. Or a dog. A dog would make a good
Oh my god, Vilja has become one with the house. I didn't find Anavando, but I found his journal on the table. The candles around the house have not been used in a while. Maybe by reading his journal I can figure out what's going on here and where the vampire hunter is now. Fatigue potions. Maybe he's becoming a vampire. Hunt. Wolf Queen. Hunt Journal 162. Taking a guess based on the number written on the cover, it looks like this is one of an enormous series of journals describing the methods and procedures of hunting vampires. Coordinators found a trained colleague close to Vivek. He had 2 puncture wounds close to his hand, and there were signs of a struggle. Probably a Quora victim. Quora. The victim was found without his helmet and with 3 broken ribs. I was called 1 day later, and there was a lot of rain before I got there. It may have wiped out some of the evidence. Found out that a vampire was living in the underground sewer, foreign quarter, garbage, blood. Brought blood, original. Found out that it belonged to people from Cyrodiil. Daughter finished bathing in my light of day in silver and we sparred a little bit. The girl's developing her skills faster. Found another body, Imperial Legion officer. Sidanin. Vardenfell. Imperial left daughter at the Imperial City, and I am at grandfather's manor. Hope she does alright by herself. Don't want her to stay in Skingrad again. It's too close to the manor, and I can't afford to have to look after her there, or to have her taking up my concentration with her. Found out that the Dementor reached the Imperial City 2 days ago and discovered that they departed from there. So yeah, he told her to come get us. Read Anna's Vander. I found it's not very colorful nor well written, but what I should expect from a vampire. It seems that he's tracking members from a vampire cult whose leader is now imprisoned somewhere around the Imperial City after a failed attempt at conjuring an Oblivion gate within the city. It seems he somehow got stuck inside the place where he was doing the ritual and that the place was engulfed by Earth. Where should I look for Anno now? Anno? back in the Imperial City, and I'm not sure where I should look for these specific vampires. Maybe in the sewers. More specifically, under the arena's bloodworks. Maybe at a crypt close enough to the White Gold Tower by the Nines. It could be anywhere. Perhaps I should talk to Kenderal again. By reading the journal, maybe she could see something I didn't, or remember something her father said about the vampires. I don't know, this mod, the
Good to
quest descriptions and dialogue
What is it,
is
citizen?
just kind of weird,
It's my pleasure.
jarring in some way. Maybe it's just me.
Greetings, Nord.
Well,
Hello.
time to check in with Kenderal.
It's my pleasure.
Kenderal.
Please continue.
And Ovando, my father. What?
Good day.
My father.
A pleasure to...
My father.
Well met.
My father.
Good day.
And Ovando's Hunt Journal 162. Wow, it's my father's journal. Did he just leave it in there? How odd. Father doesn't usually go hunting without it. He has been writing them for some time, for me to study and learn from when the time's right. Let me take a look at it. She starts to read, and after a minute or so you can see the tears in her eyes and sorrow in her breathing. Oh, Daddy. She sobs. She takes some air and tries to get herself calm. Keep the journal. It'll help you. I remember he mentioned something about this master guy. He said he was so powerful he could conjure an Oblivion gate, and that he needed only to be close enough to the summoning point not to close. Take a look around the aisle. He's probably even closer than we think. You don't need to fight these vampires. Just find Father, okay? Find him and tell me how and where he is. Don't tell him you saw me in tears, please. I'm just worried. He'll think I'm being too soft. Why don't you come with me? Well, I would gladly do it if Father wouldn't yell at me for disobeying his orders when we found him.
Well met. Be seeing you.
It makes me so
Good to see
sad
you again.
to see a guard horse wandering alone, and then see a dead guard
Hi
in the
there.
road.
How's business?
It's
Are things going
upsetting.
well?
Of course not.
We're all talking about the Emperor's...
Go ahead, please.
Momentous.
Some words should... I'm through talking to
Keep
you.
your secrets then.
Leave me alone.
Hi there. I'd like to go up north. Find a place to live in Bruma. The snow, the mountains, the fresh air. We don't have that house. Where should I go with the money? Going north. But why? Estate. I've got a house in Bruma. Great, I'm moving right in. That was fast. Quest completed. Alrighty then, so looked around a little bit for the church, but I think this has been a pretty long episode anyway. So, in the next one,
You surely aren't that talkative, are
I'm
you?
talking right now. Uh, yeah. Stop smiling at me. Yep, we'll get to that later. We'll find the church and finish off those Skingrad clans. I guess while I'm here I could also look for those close to home, nearby caves. Yeah, but that's for the next video. Well, see you then, and hopefully I don't murder Vilja or let someone else do it. Hopefully.